There's a new Instagram format and I'm 100% certain it's the only way to beat the Instagram algorithm in 2026, okay? Why? Because every time I post this for me and my clients, it's always the best performing video. And let me just show you some results of this before we get into it, so you just know that I'm not talking shit, okay? First video, 100,000 views, okay? This is the most recent one we posted for our client, my client Rick, 100,000 views. Another one, 62, 23, 50k, 10k, 221k. This was one of the first ones we posted on this format and it got 221,000 views and multiple leads, multiple people commenting for his lead magnet, so multiple leads in general. So in this video I'm going to be showing you this exact format and how you can implement it to get more of the right views on Instagram, leading to more high ticket sales for your business. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. Okay, first of all, I want you to know, when you keep seeing a certain format on social media, it means one thing, okay? It works. So every time you see a trend, well, not a trend, but a format of content that you keep just seeing everywhere and it's performing super well, you need to write that down and bring, even if it's outside your industry, they actually do much better. If you go outside your industry, find a format that performs super well, bring them together within a relevant topic within your industry, because you'll be the first one in the industry doing that kind of format. It does super well. Okay, so I kept seeing this format on social media, what I like to call it the 1 to 10 rating format, and I decided to try it for one of my clients. First one got 4k views, better than any of his other videos. I tried it again, 7k views. Third time it got 200,000 views, the one that I just showed you. And every time we post now, it literally never gets below 10k, most of the time anyway, okay? Sometimes if it's a bit of a niche topic, it will get below, but it still does well in general. But as you can see, the most recent one, this was like a couple days ago, 108,000 views already, okay? So this is a very good format. That gets you more views, more attention, and most importantly, more leads, okay? Because this isn't just views. Every time we post it, he gets multiple comments for his lead magnet, okay? And that lead magnet triggers a ManyChat sequence that then sends them a lead magnet for free and starts the sales conversation in the DMs, whereas setter can actually set them on a call. But to get to the format, as I just said, I like to call it the 1 to 10 format. This format is super simple to create, and all you do is take things from your industry and rate them 1 to 10. So I'll show you an example right now so you can actually see the video, the whole video, and you know what I'm speaking about, okay? So let's watch this one of Rick's.
Buy, sell.
5 out of 10. This is where everyone starts. Problem? If a business is listed here, thousands of other buyers can see it too. The best deals usually aren't listed. They're owned by someone who's been running the business for 30 years and never thought about selling until you call.
Google Maps.
10 out of 10. This is how you find a business before everyone else. Most owners aren't actively selling, but a lot of them would sell if the right buyer reached out. That's where the best deals come from.
SMB.co.
8 out of 10. Probably the most underrated platform.
So I put it in 1.5 speed, by the way, just so you know. But you get the format, okay? You're rating things within your industry from 1 to 10. But the reason why this does so well for getting clients and not just views is because you're actively shifting a belief of your ideal client in real time, okay? And when you shift someone's belief, they're more likely to take action and buy from you. You've given them that kind of like aha moment, this new idea in their brain that they're like, okay, I didn't actually believe that before, now I believe this. Like, you've shifted their beliefs to believe what you think and what you want them to believe so they can take action and buy from you, okay? But if you want this to happen and get more clients through this format, there's certain aspects you need dialed in this format to make it work. So you can't just rate 1 to 10 and randomly do it. There's a certain structure you need to follow, which I'm going to run you through right now. So let me show you how to set it up. First of all, what you need to do is list 5 to 7 things that you want to rate 1 to 10 within your industry. So make sure they're relevant within your industry, okay? You don't want to just rate something random outside your industry. Well, you could if you're going a bit broader. So for example, another format we did for Rick was rating jobs that are most likely to make you a millionaire, or rating things that are most likely to make you a millionaire. And we rated certain jobs, and that's a bit broader. And then we made sure his unique mechanism, which is buying businesses, was ranked number 10, which is the best. But next you want to rate the worst one number 1. But this is where the structure comes in. It must be the most controversial. Okay, so you have to take something controversial within your industry and rank it number 1 and rate it number 1. And for example, the one that I just showed you, client Rick, there's the first one that got over 200k views. He's in the buying business space, obviously, so everyone speaks about how good laundry mats are to buy in America, and we switched that and rated it the worst because he actually believes that is his thesis. Okay, this means the video got more engagement, leading it to get pushed out to more people. So if you have a controversial belief within your industry and it's a thing you can rate 1 to 10, make sure you rate that number 1, so it's the worst. Okay, and also people get mixed up with the format. They're like, well, isn't 1 number 1 like the best? And that also causes some comments in the comment section as well, which leads it to get pushed out to more people. Okay, next thing you need to do is rate something number 10, which is the best, and this can be your unique mechanism. So for example, if you're in the fitness space, it could be something like carb cycling for fat loss, something that you truly believe is number 1. So you could rate that, something you believe is truly number 1, but you actually rank it number 10. So I know it's a bit confusing, but you're saying, oh, this is 10 out of 10, basically the best. Okay, so but if you truly believe that said thing, make sure it's number 10, and if it's controversial, even better. So after each one, this is very important, you need to give a brief explanation on why you rated it that, because if you just rate it and people just aren't going to take any notice, you need to explain briefly, not long, not like some long sentences. This video is supposed to be short and not too long. I would say not above 1 minute 30, and yeah, below that definitely try to aim for the 1 minute range, or even less is better. It depends how many things you rate, but you need to explain briefly why you rated it that. And yeah, those two are the most important. Okay, so number 10 and number 1 and number 10. After that, rate whatever you think each rating is for. So if you're rating other things, which I would do, as I said, 5 to 7 things, just rate them whatever you think. Okay, that part doesn't really matter. The first part of the hook, the most controversial one, that's the most important, that you need to nail in. So try to figure out something controversial within your industry that you can rate and rank it number 1. Okay, and just keep in mind, as I said, controversy always wins on social media. So if you're doing something controversial, if you're saying something controversial, it's going to stir up comments in the comment section, which is engagement, which leads your video to get pushed out to more people. It's not just the most important thing. It's like the skip rate is important. Like you can't have above a 50% skip rate. That's important, but engagement is important as well, because again, more comments, more engagement, your video is going to get pushed out. Okay, and at the end, once you've rated everything in this format, you need a lead magnet call to action. Now we did this for Rick and got him over 220 leads from just one video, as I showed you beforehand. Like just loads of people commenting for a lead magnet that we can set up many chat sequence. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure it was
laundromats.
Yeah, he got like over 500 leads from this one, which was pretty insane. And this was a direct call to action, this one, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was a direct one, so people were wanting his offer, which is pretty insane, to be fair. But yeah, that lead, what you need to do is make sure you say comment a keyword. So make sure you have a lead magnet that's relevant to what you said within the video. So something valuable that you can send, a guide, a free training, or again, you can just straight up pitch your offer and then send that over. But make sure you say at the end of one of your videos, comment the word keyword, and I'll send you over a free training or something, whatever. I'll send you over how to buy a business, an example for Rick. And then you say comment keyword, and then you set up a ManyChat sequence that actually sends over that lead magnet and then starts the sales conversation, which either you can actually set up with ManyChat to finish off and book them on a call automatically, or you can get a setter to do it. I would say don't automate the whole process, because you can tell it's automated. Like, people know, they're not stupid, that they're speaking to AI. So make sure you don't automate the whole process. You can automate maybe the qualification process, which we do for our clients, and also the first message, and then the appointment setter can finish it off. Okay, but let me just quickly show you a script so you understand what I'm saying. I'll just literally reveal the whole script and you can follow this structure. So we're just on the content dashboard that I give to all of my clients, because I have a done for you offer. Done for you content, Instagram content, full thing done for you. If you're interested in more information about that, first link in the description. But yeah, here's what I mean by the kind of format, well, the script structure. What I like to do is have an off camera, because what we have is someone saying off camera the thing that we're rating. So, or it can be AI. What we use for rec is an AI voice. And what we do is have off camera, so the AI would say laundry mats, he rates that 3. And then he explains why. Everyone says they're passive. They're not. A single broken washer is a 1,200 repair, and you need 5 locations to replace a real salary. The coin op model is dying, okay? So this is what I mean by briefly explain why you rated that said thing. And then he went on to his unique mechanism, health and wellness store, number 10. This is the best buy in America right now. If you can find the right one, he has one, so that's why he speaks about that. Then he does the rest. Food trucks, 2. You're buying a vehicle, not a business. Permits expired. He explains why he rates it like that. Self-storage, off camera again, 7. Generally passive once it's full. So you need to kind of do a mix of also really bad ones and really good ones, and then the call to action. If you want to learn how to actually buy the best cash flowing business in America, I'm running a free masterclass that walks through the exact process. Comment buy and I'll send you the link. Okay, as you can see, that kind of call to action. And what I'll do is I'll leave the structure within the description. It could be, just check through all the links, to be honest, but I don't know what link it's going to be in, but it could be in the second or third link, and you can just recreate it for your industry. But again, remember you need to keep in mind that you can't go too niche with it. You can't just be like rating things to say to a seller, for example, for business, for buying a business example, or you can't go really niche. You need to go a bit broader. So it would be, instead of rating things for males with 40-year-old males fat to lose fat, you would just do rating ways to lose weight, okay, for everyone. So it can be a bit broad, and then you can insert your unique mechanism, and when you do that, you can briefly explain so it fits your ideal client. So you're speaking about your ideal client and it relates to them. They're like, okay, this is meant for me, and that guy who's watching is a 40-year-old male, if that makes sense. So don't be too broad, don't be too niche either. So you need to find a perfect mix, and that's how to beat the Instagram algorithm in 2026 with one video format. Now, if you don't know how to set up the ManyChat sequence that I just said, you're going to just end up getting views, not clients. I mean, you don't want that, okay? So if you want to learn the exact ManyChat sequence we set up to add over 50k directly to my client's business, this video in the middle of the screen, should be in the middle of the screen, would help you set that up. So go watch it. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it, and peace.